Hello and welcome back to another basketball session. This is session 14 and today we're going to learn about some rules of the games, rebounding, defense, so keep on watching. This week's rules of the game, we're going to be talking about time violations. Now there's 3 different time violations we're going to talk about. First one is the 10-second time violation, and that is when you get scored on, you get the ball, you have 10 seconds to cross the half. If you don't cross the half in those 10 seconds, then the ball becomes the other team's ball. Now, the second time violation is the 3-second violation, and that is when you are on offense and you have your teammates in the key for more than 3 seconds. Then that would become the other team's ball. And then the very last one is the 5-second violation, and that is when the ball goes out of bounds. You have 5 seconds to throw it back in. So the ref has the ball, he holds it out, you grab it, and as soon as you grab it, he starts counting the 5 seconds. And if 5 seconds pass and you still have it in your hand, then it's the other team's ball.
This drill is called line passing, and this is a drill that you can use with teammates. So ideally, a group that's much bigger than 2 people, so minimum 6 people, 3 per line. So you have 2 lines. You can use the outside of the free throw circle or the center circle. For this example, I'm going to use the outside of the free throw circle. I'm going to 12 feet. So I'll start in this line. Let's say there's 2 people behind me. There's that line, 3 people in that line. I'll pass the first person in the line, and I'm going to sprint, follow my pass. This person that received my pass is going to pass the ball to the next person in line and follow his pass. And it keeps repeating over and over. And typically this is going to go for time. This is a nice little warm-up drill to get the blood flowing, and it's a good basketball specific. Get your eyes ready and your hands ready for receiving the pass. You have to be focused when you're receiving a quick pass, and your hands have to be ready. So that's a good one for warm-up, for practice, and games as well in the team setting. Jump shot warm-up. And so with this one, obviously you want to start closer, and as you start to gain more confidence and develop your rhythm and shooting form and confidence, you'll move back and progress once that raises higher. So with this, I would start with 9 feet from the basket. I'll shoot, make 5 shots in a row. If it's in a row, that's the best. As you start off, to build confidence, you want to start with a total, maybe instead of in a row. Start with a total. For time's sake, I'm going to do 3. So I do that. Create off the dribble, create your own shot, you're going to have to be able to dribble to an open space, find an opening to shoot, and raise up to shoot. So, when you're dribbling to your dominant hand side, you'll want to jump off of your last foot and step. So, if I'm dribbling to this side, step in left, right, so we're doing 1-2 step now. 1-2 step, and ball. You never want to pick up the ball, holding the ball outside. You want one hand, your shooting hand to be on top of the ball, the other up from the side. Now when you raise it up, the shooting hand is at the bottom. Once you stop, it's going to be your bread and butter when you're shooting on the lead. So it can shoot or dribble. So dribble. 1, 2.
Now for this week's rebounding, we are going to be talking about an offensive rebound and scoring. So what an offensive rebound is when your team has the ball and your teammate shoots, misses, you're still on offense. So then you go straight up for the rebound and you just tip it in, or you do a layup since you're up there, but you try not to bring it all the way down. You keep the ball up here so you can just score right away and you can keep moving quick.
Offense, executing the triple threat. So the triple threat position is essentially when you catch or receive the ball and you're in a position to either shoot immediately, drive, or pass. So firstly, you have to be, to have an effective triple threat, you have to be in a position to shoot. In order for the other options to become available or viable. So you want to be facing the basket, focus on seeing the rim, and when you're facing the basket and seeing the rim, you can survey and see what's in front of you. That's A, your teammates and what passes are available, and who's in a position to score, and 2, the way that the defense is lined up. So you can see if your defender is playing off when you're supposed to shoot. So yeah, anytime that your defender is playing off you, pull up and shoot. If he's playing close to you, then you might want to use that to get separation. If you got step, if he's playing really close to you, he's honoring your shot. So you might want to take passes to drive, either right or left. Or there's a teammate in a better position to score. So from this position, you can find a pass, you can get the passes that we talked about, the baseball pass, the overhead pass, down pass to a cutter, or a check pass, laterally. You want your pivot foot to be your front foot. You're here, that way. You're keeping the ball tucked away in a position where it's effective. So here, you're up to shoot, or you're ready to take off for a drive. So those are the key little notes when executing the triple threat. Earlier we talked about the dribble, screen, and weave. And so one of the counters that we'll talk about here in the book is the defender's jump switch, fake handoff, and drive. So here we have the setup right here. We got the dribbler that's going to turn into the screener. She is dribbling toward the teammate that's going to receive the ball off the handoff. And in this case, the defender is going to jump to anticipate the handoff and blow it up. So pretty much if the handoff goes through, it's going to get stuffed by this defender because they're switching. So this defender is initially assigned to the screener. And the screener is setting the screen on the receiver's defender. So it'll flow nicely if they fall for it, but the defense is going to read it and blow it up. But this gives an opportunity to counter for the offense. The offense sees that, and the offense is going to fake the handoff and split the defense and drive toward the basket. Because this defender over here is thinking that the screen's coming. This defender is anticipating the handoff and going to try to blow it up. So this is a good heads-up IQ play from the screener right here, the ball handler and the screener.
Defensive tip, you're going to be talking about funneling your opponent to the middle. So what that looks like is instead of pushing your opponent to the sideline like we talked about before, we are going to position ourselves to where we force them to the middle and we can trap them with myself and my teammate, or we could double team, we could trap, so that way the opponent doesn't have anywhere to go once it's in between myself and my teammate. So we push them towards the middle instead of the sideline.
So this consists of sprints. First one, change of pace, and 1-2 stops. So essentially, you're going to work on your sprints up and down the court. See how many you can do before you need a break. This one's going to be brutal. So it's for demonstration sake. This is a sprint. So you're going to sprint to half court and then drop back. Again, sprint. Drop back. With your change of pace, you're going to work within 8 to 10 yard increments, where you'll sprint, drop, slow, sprint, drop, slow. You just mix it up. So sprint, drop, drop. This one you'll for sure need the whole court to kind of get going. So just from baseline to half court, I was only able to get a mix of sprint, drop, slow, sprint, drop, slow, just twice. And for the 1-2 stops, you want to take your time with these, really make sure that you're doing it correctly, where you're not bringing your knees, where it's low, 1, 2, go, 1, 2, go, 1, 2, go, 1, 2. So that's up and down the court. Either from baseline to half, or from baseline all the way to the full court if you have access to it. So those are 3 fitness, basketball specific fitness drills that you can work on.
Now this week we are going to talk about what it is to be coachable. So now I know that sometimes we have a certain way of viewing the game or playing the game, and it could turn into a habit of like, this is how we're going to start, this is how we're going to play. We're going to play this certain play or whatever. But when we have another coach or even our coach come up with a different style of play, we need to be coachable and open to feedback or open to change so that we can better our game or the team's game. Just being able to not have one way of viewing things and sticking to that. Being able to be like, okay, let's try this new thing and see how it goes, and being open to that.